Hey everybody. I started to go live and Jeff's phone started playing music. He does a lot more music than I do on my phone. Let's see who all hops on. See if my notification's gone out yet. There we go. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm trying to think what I want to do here. Hey Kathy. Let me turn my glasses off so I can see because my eyes must be getting better. Hey, Carol Ann. Didn't find any red ruby metallic and it doesn't look right. So we're not going to use any red. But I did order me some. Hey, Terry Jarvis. Hey, Pearl. Thank you, Carol Ann. Hey, Suzanne. Today I found these little items right here. Little doodads from Dollar Tree. And I saw a craft from Picket Crafts. Mine's not going to be exactly like hers, but it's going to be similar. I'm going to paint these with some black metallic paint. And we're going to use a little bit of green on them and some copper and just some different colors. And I did have these two right here. They were painted just a solid black. And I painted them with the black pearl paint from Plaster Paint. We're going to use these right here to put on them. That's just kind of black. We may put a little bit of color on those too. But we're going to do our base. These have some color on them. We're going to go ahead and take that color off. And let me grab a brush right here. We're going to paint these little things up with this metallic paint. But we're going to put some color back on them. And that is a metallic black. Kind of like that, better than I like that black. How's everybody doing today? Guys, our event's going to be this weekend. And I'm actually going to go on early in the morning. Carol, I have an affiliate with them. So I just ordered with my affiliate link is what I did. I love their paints. We kind of get that wiggled in there. But I could have swore I had some, but I had the ruby red, but I didn't have it in the metallic. But theirs is called Ruby Slipper. And I had the ruby red. Hey, Diane. Yes, I just came on. Normally I am not on this early, but I'm trying to get some earlier hours in until I get these blankets all made. I did get TJ's mousse on all of his squares last night. I've got Declan's on, and I'm going to be working on... No, I got Griffin's done, and TJ's done. So now I just need to start sewing on them. Hey, Dawn. My poor old phone, though, I tell you what, it started the other day, and I thought my phone had died. I thought I had just used it more than I thought, and that's what I thought happened. But then my phone rang, and I couldn't see anything. I couldn't answer the call. I couldn't do anything. And so I was telling Jeff about it, and then it started flashing like this really, really bright flashes. When I would put it on the charger at night, it wouldn't go off. And so last night I turned my phone off, but I was going to put it on. Nope, it was pretty nice here today, Betty. But when I turned it on, when I put it on my charger, we have one of those little sets that you can put your watch on, and then you just put your phone on, because mine has that magnetic back. And mind you, I turned it off. And I usually turn my phone off if I put it on the charger anyway. And it turned itself back on and started flashing. And it would not quit flashing. And let me tell you, that light is bright. Even when I turned my brightness all the way down to the bottom, it still was really bright. And it started getting worse. And so Jeff and I just went to Verizon this morning. The guy said, well, we've got two options. We can send this off to get repaired, or you can get a new one. I said, well, I'm getting a new one because I've only had this since May. I'm not taking a repaired one. That is sweet. I'd love to see the boxes that you make. Hey, Gail, I'm doing good. We're going to dry this up, and plaster paint takes a little longer to dry. And I don't think I'm going to put any fabric on these. I may put some lace, but that'll be about it. And I don't think I've got the right lace. Now that is a pretty metallic. Oh, you're not kidding, Carol. Okay, let's let that one dry on its own. And I need to touch up that top a little bit because that top, I just couldn't get a good... Let me turn around, make sure I got all my colors off of that. And I did. Excuse me. Now we're going to do this one. Now that one is a little heavier than this one, even though this one's bigger. I'm going to start at the top now and dry it, and then I'll hold it. And I'm just dry brushing this black on. I'm not getting a really thick coat. It's just a thin coat. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Amanda. Hey, Becky. Hey, Joanne. It's rained all day there. Well, it's rained a little bit here. Now, it did rain in Siloam, but it wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. But look for more cooking videos next week because, Gail, I found them at Goodwill. I went in to find some more of something that I need for my project on Saturday for our Christmas event. And I came across these, and I've been looking for the ornaments because Kat used a big jumbo ornament. And you can't find them anymore. She said she hasn't seen any more of them since she got those a couple years ago. It's dry in Florida. But next week, I'm going to try out a couple of new recipes, so we're going to try them out live. A couple that I'm wanting to make, so we're going to try them out. Rained off and on today. Yeah, we didn't get very much rain here. I mean, we got some, but not a whole lot. Hey, Carolyn. I've got to call the groomer this week and get Gibbs a winter haircut. He looks like an old bear. I told Jeff, I said, the poor thing can't even hardly see because his hair's gotten so long. I doubt that I can hold those, so we're going to have to just kind of tip it a little bit and get the bottom. But these are, I told Carol Ann, I was talking to her, these aren't really, they're not really a ceramic. They're just kind of like a pot metal. They're pretty lightweight. Foggy and cool there all day. Now, it was cool here. I had to take a jacket because I was cool in my t-shirt. I was cool in my t-shirt. I may take this metallic paint and paint over those because I think I like it a little bit better. I'm just kind of dry brushing this paint on. We have tried to clip Gibbs, and he about ate us up. He didn't like us touching him. So I think they give him something when they start to clip him because he didn't want us touching and getting anywhere near him. And he's never been a dog to growl or snap, but he did it. Jeff and I, that day we tried, and we won't do it again. We won't do it again. Because he about ate us up for a little dog. He sure didn't like it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and let those kind of dry on their own. I'm going to go ahead and repaint these because these almost look like a gray pearl. We're just going to really quickly go over them with this black metallic so that they'll at least kind of match a little bit. They were already a flat black, and I didn't like the flat black. Where did I go? You guys see where I started. There we go. Now let's get up here toward the top. This is a little easier because it has a place I can stick my finger in. Okay, got that one. And then I'm going to try to set this one over here to dry. And this just has kind of a grayish pearl. I'm using some metallic paint that I got from Amazon. This is called metallic. It's called U.S. Art Supply, and it came in 6 different colors. It came in like this. This one's called coffee brown. It's a metallic. They're all metallics. This one right here is a Aztec gold. This one here is a deep brown metallic. That's kind of a light bronze. And this one right here is a dark bronze. And then this one right here says it is a antique bronze. And then I've got a pewter. This one I think is a gunmetal. This one's a gunmetal gray. This one right here is a silver. This one right here is a 24 karat metallic gold. This one is a copper penny metallic gold. And then it has a white metallic gold. And it has a, what's this one? This one is a pacer gold. So it comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It comes with 12 colors. 12 colors. Yeah, that gunmetal is a pretty color. But this one, I'm going to do the black on this one. I had a black pearl, and it kind of has a gray look to it. So we're going to just make these match. And get a little bit more black. I'm just putting it on a piece of parchment paper here. Now let's kind of come up the sides here. That kind of tones down that pearl color. The brand is called U.S. It's called U.S. Art Supply. That's the brand name for them. But I did get them off Amazon, and there's, like I said, there's 12 in a pack. And I think they might even have a 6-pack one, an 8-pack. I just got the 12 one. It's too bad they didn't have a red. Okay, I'm going to put that in some water. We're going to put our lid on this so I don't get it everywhere. And we're going to dry these really good. Like I said, take a little bit to dry. Hey, Juanita, how are you doing? Yeah, there are 12 colors. Oh, you're kidding me, Shar. I tell you what, they did it to me the other day for you. And for Sheila. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hey, Patty Meyer. Oh, you're welcome, Donna. Yeah, and a little bit goes a long way. So that's good. I'm going to just try to dry these so they'll sit aside because we'll put something on them when they're a little bit drier. Let me kind of turn my heat down a little bit. Just blow some cool air. We'll let those dry real quick. We still had just a little bit of wet paint on them, but not a lot. Hey, Florence, how are you doing tonight? I have been unpiling boxes back here today. Let me get all this off my fingers. But I have a couple of bread recipes that I want to try next week. And we're going to try it. Now, I'm just going to dry brush some paint on here. I've got this. I haven't ate yet. Jeff and I ate a late lunch. I'm going to take, and I need more paper towels. Don't want my buttons to fall off. Okay, that's all right. We're going to do one of these at a time. Now, I'm going to do this Grinch green, and I'm just going to do it very sparingly. This is kind of a green, dark, almost like my nails. A green, dark metallic. And then we're going to put on a little bit of this right here. This is called Sanctuary Metallic from Paint Pixie. It's almost like a little bit of a bronzy color. And what was my other color I had here? And then I'm either going to use the honey gold or I'm going to use the spun gold. Let me get my glasses there so I don't do it. And I'm going to use my great big fluffy brushes. You can kind of see that a little bit better on there. I'm going to take a lot of that off. And we're just going to kind of just touch a little bit on here. Not a whole lot. I'm just going to try to hit the high spots. Let's get back in that right there. I'm going to put more around the bottom here, I think. And let me show you up here. You can see a little bit of that green. I wish you could see it in person. Because, I mean, it is subtle green. Gosh, that's pretty. And then let's do this one right here. I'm just going to take what I've got on my brush. Not much at all. And I'm just going to put these up on, I have a shelf in my living room that my daughter gave me when she was moving from Fort Worth to Tucson. Or no, she was moving to Fresno. And it's one of those floating shelves that, I don't know where she got, probably got Amazon because that's where she worked at the time. She was one of their managers, and I distressed it because it was like black, and I painted it white and distressed it so it looks like an old mantle. Okay, there's that one. And then I'm going to put just a little bit around these down here. I'm just going to just put a little bit around the edges here. Not a whole lot. Let's put some around the top. We're going to glue these two pieces together. That's a really pretty color. Now this one's got more places to hit. I had both of these little stands here, and I, whoops, a little bit too much there. They've been sitting here in my way. So we're going to do something with them. I got kind of a heavy-handed on those. I'm just kind of do any little thing that's just kind of hanging out here. All right, come up here. Because we're going to go over it with a couple of different colors. This one's going to be probably the most subtle of all of them, the green. Let's go up here around the rim. Okay, let me see if I can get this one up where you can see where I kind of went overboard right there. A little bit of that green. A little bit of it goes a long way. I thought about putting some of the Grinch green on it. And I haven't decided not to yet. I may put a little bit more of that on there. But I am going to go and start with the Serenity. I'm just going to move my paper over and put a little bit of this on here. And I'm just going to use the same brush. Okay, why can't I get this open? Let's just take some, pour it out. Oops. Whoop. How about let's shake it up? Now let's pour a teeny tiny bit out. We don't need a whole lot. So I'm going to use the same brush here. I'm going to tone down that green on the bottom. I think these are going to be pretty. Because you're just going to kind of see a little bit of every color here. Whoa, that dropped it. Whoop. Okay, now see right there, I got way too much, but that's all right. We can live with it. Okay, that's just the bottom part. Now let's get this part. This is going to show right here. It feels a little bit wet. This one has kind of a skirt looking detail on it. Oh, thank you, Carol. I asked Carol, what do you think I'll put on these? And she said green, gold, and red. Well, I didn't have any red, and black. I wished I would have had some red. But you can still see the green even though I'm putting on some of this gold or this copper color. Dab some on the top there. Okay, let me see if I can hold that. If you can see that right there. I'll take a really good picture of these when I get in the house. Because out here the lighting's not that great. Thank you, Gail. Now this one's more smooth. Did I put green on this? Yeah, I put green on this one. This one's harder to see the green. Okay, got that one. I'm just kind of hitting the highlights of all these little edges with this one. And that green is still on the bottom. Now, when Kat did hers, she turned hers into ornaments because hers were really lightweight. These aren't light enough that I could even do that. So these are just going to have to sit up on my mantle. I think I want a brighter color on them. And I'll get a clean one this time. And let me just fold this over. Okay, we've already got the Land of Oz on there. That Foxy's kind of light. I think I'll do the honey gold. Just a little bit of the honey gold, if I can get it open. Just a little bit. I mean, I'm trying to use the lightest touch I can use on these. Okay, and there we got that one. You can still see the green. I know you probably can't on camera, but the green is still there. This is just a little more gold color. I put a little bit too much on this one, but that's okay. It's just going to be the base. Now this one's got more decorations. It's got more to hit on. Okay, if you see the bottom right there, where I've just kind of highlighted all those edges. We'll try to get down in there. Because right down in here, there's some, oops, don't fall on me. Down here, there's some itty bitty, little bitty lines in there. I can still see the green. I think the Grinch green probably would have been too bright. Okay. Now, I can still see the green on them. I know you probably can't, but it is still there. It is still there. It is still there. Let me get this right here. And, oh, I didn't do this one. I didn't do this one. Let's see what we got here. You can't leave this one out. Now, this one took to the green a whole lot more. There you can kind of see all of them right there. See a little bit of the green, the gold, and the copper color. I think those turned out pretty cute. Pretty cute. Okay, now I have, one of these has a bigger base. And I think it's this one that will cover that right there. And I'm going to use some E6000. And this one right here is going to go over it just a little bit. So I'm going to use some E6000 and some hot glue on these. Oh, thank you, Dawn. And I'm going to put it on this right here. So I'm going to put a little drop of E6000 in just a couple places. Because you don't want to mix your hot glue with it because it kind of cancels each other out. And let's see, do I have a big, I bet they're still over in the house. I thought I had my glue gun. So we're just going to have to, hopefully we got enough glue we can shove out of here. I bought some, but they're in the house. Let me see what I got here. I got my old one here that doesn't want to work halfway decent. Let me plug it in. It's a pain to use because it doesn't want to advance the glue. And it gets way, way, way too hot. We'll let this heat up just real quick. Hey, Rosie. This will heat up in just a second. Let's put our brushes over here in our water so we can take them in and get them cleaned. I think that turned out really, really cute. And it just fits on this one. I was going to put this one up here, but then I would have to paint that out. So I'm going to put that one there and this one here. I swear I brought those over, but I guess I didn't. I bought a whole new set because I got a new glue gun, but I didn't have any glue sticks. Let's see if this is going to hold. Oh, thank you, Rosie. It's getting hot. It just takes a while. And I quit using it because it quit advancing. And now it's got a big old glob of hot glue. Don't you just hate it when your glue gun's slow? Hey, Nita. Put that there so it don't drip on my table. Okay. Hopefully it's going to do here in just a second. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just need a couple drops is all I need. And Tracy from Craft on the Clock, My Home Sweet Living is going to kick us off. That's hot, but it's not coming out. It's at pinpoint. You stick that there. I'm going to try something. Let's just see if this will advance that. That little glue stick. No, it's not going to do it. We'll end up running our glue gun. All right, guys, I'm not going to be able to get any glue on these. So we're just going to put more E6000 and I'll just leave them out here to dry. And then I'll take them in the house. Kind of make sure that one's kind of even all the way around. We'll let that set for just a minute. Thank you, Margaret. There's one. I keep hoping that'll come out, but it's not going to do it. That's all right. We'll just use our E6000. And I just won't carry them across the yard until they're good and attached. Hey, Anna, how are you doing? We'll let that one sit. I guess this glue gun's going to be going in the trash. How are you doing today, Anna? I got a big mess here with some glue guns. And my lid to my E6000's here somewhere. There we go. Now maybe it won't leak. But anyway, guys, these are the two little Dollar Tree, I guess what they call them, the pediments maybe? Spindles that we put on top of this. I know this came from Dollar Tree. This one I got, this base I got at a thrift store. This candle holder. But I think that turned out pretty cute. Now this one right here, I hope stays together. Oh, good, Ann. I'm glad you're doing good. Rainy and chilly down there in Broken Bow. I have them plugged into a strip here, so when I have to leave, everything here goes off. I just push it. My lights go off and everything. And that just makes it easier. One button and done. Anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off here real quick. This one is already pretty good, and this one right here is moving a little bit, but it's just got the E6000 on it. Thank you, Pearl. 5 more minutes. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys all. Let's see. I said I was going to be on tomorrow, but I don't think I am going to be on tomorrow. I really have some things I need to get done before next week. So I will see you guys all. I think I'm on at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. And y'all have a great day. Goodbye, everybody.